Gurudev, may you talk about karma in the context of the four goals of life?
Karma, desire, or karma?
Karma.
So, in life, we are not exempt from desire. Everybody has desire. That's why you are here. If you would have been desireless, you would not be here. You will be in some other spheres. But karma, that desire, we can't say that nobody has desire. Everybody has. It is there. Whether it is in a manifested form or unmanifested form, it is there. And what is your desire, really? When the mind is running toward the outside, you have one kind of desire. But when the mind runs toward the inside, you have a different kind of desire. The desire is to desire something supreme. And that is Krishna, Narayana. So, what Krishna said about that, In chapter 10, verse 9, he's beautifully put it, Those whose mind rests in me and their senses absorbed in me. Listen to that, how beautiful it is said. Those whose mind rests in me. So that means that mind is not scattered everywhere. That mind is single-pointed. Because you see, what is single-pointed? Which means there's only one goal. Now, the moment there's another goal, is it single-pointed or double? Then it becomes triple, it becomes four. Then it is scattered in many ways. Then there is no peace, there is no happiness. So often, it's like that. Mind of people are scattered in so many ways that they don't find peace with themselves. The next what Krishna said, those whose senses is absorbed in me. So here senses, he used in the verse, he used prana of the vital form, but it's not about the vital form, it's not about the senses itself, So our senses have only one aim, in service to the Lord, service to Him. So whatever we do, again he's continuously reminding that he is part of your life. So whatever you do, it must be in a state of serving Him. You must come to a point of finding Him in whoever you're serving and whatever you're doing into this world. So the senses is not self-gratification. When it becomes self-gratification, it becomes karma, which is running toward the outside. Then it is only to please oneself. I must have this, I must have that, I must gratify this one, I have to do this to be happy, I have to do that to be happy, I have to please this and I have to please that. It's endless. That desire is endless. But here he said, those whose senses is absorbed in me. I am that source behind everything. Never forget about that. But the electricity behind all this light, that's what is the most important. No? Without electricity, do you think all this light will light? Huh? It will? No, it will not. So the power which gives energy to the senses itself, that's the Supreme Lord Himself. And He said that the senses, but our senses are made only in service to Him. Constantly, whatever you do, it's a service to Him. In the mind, you have to have Him. Those mind will rest upon me. And the senses absorbed in me. What happened then to that? Enlightening each another, speaking constantly of me. So how would you divert that? How would you keep reminding yourself of that your life is blessed? Your life is grace itself. Your life being here itself is a reminder that you are here to attain something supreme. And that means that how to do that is constant satsang, constant crystallization of the mind itself. So when you talk, let's say when you're gathering around, let's say kids, you see that very often when children gather around, what are they talking? If they're youngsters, they will talk about girls or boys. This is the age. Or if devotees are gathered around, they will talk about the spiritual path, about things which interest them, things that will bring them forward. They will not talk about things which is diverting them away. They will talk about things which make them grow. Satsang. So, enlightening by speaking, by sharing. Those, they find satisfaction and delight. That's what the verse said. They find satisfaction and delight within themselves by constantly remembering the Supreme Lord within their heart. That two things, satisfaction and delight, that's what the mind wants. The mind wants to be delighted and satisfied about something. How much satisfaction does things that you do outside give you? They will give you a little bit satisfaction, but it's easily forgotten. But the inner satisfaction when you have done something really good, to have touched your soul, have touched something deep inside of you, that satisfaction will stay forever. And that's what, coming to what you said about, Kama is desire, yes. But desire have many aspects in life. Those which is in the lower spheres, they will desire something which is lower. Those which is in the middle, they will be driven by rajasic quality. They will live a mundane life, normal. So, and those which is in the higher field, the state of desire also transforms. It may appear completely to your physical eyes something different, but something which is transcendental, is beyond the concept of the mind. So the devotees have a different kind of desire within them, the pleasing of the Lord. So everything they will be aware that it is the Supreme Lord. Whatever they do, it is for His sake. Wherever they go, it is for His sake. How many of you have that? Nowadays, you see, they say, I love you, I love you, I love you. Yes, you expect something to hear. Take two people which is in love. As long as the expectation is met with each another, they're happy. But once the expectation doesn't meet each another, they become unhappy. This is the cause of misery. Because you see, the cause of misery, why we are unhappy, Very often our unhappiness is due to what we want. You know? We want everybody to love us. Yes or no? Eh? Yeah, you want everybody to love you. Then you become unhappy. Because within that masses of people which you want to love you, there will be one which will not love you. And that person itself will make you unhappy. So you become miserable. Second is that you want everybody to agree with you. And when one person don't agree with you, you become miserable. So you see how desire is driven for your happiness and your unhappiness. So, like Krishna said, like I told you, let your mind rest upon Him, because He is that goal that will really make you happy, and where really all desire disappeared and become an offering to Him. So that's what He wants really.